You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
Smacketh of the Down. SmackDown coming to you. What is Jey Uso going to do? Well, I guess we have our answer. But first things first, hit the goddamn like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And follow me, RJD What the Wrestling on Instagram, the Discord, and as always, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow me, RJDTV2 for all you gamers out there on Twitch. And follow me, RJD199 on the Twitter. Jey Uso makes his decision. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome. Resident Evil 4 is almost done, y'all. Welcome everybody to RJD TV. I am your host. And Jey Uso, main event Jey, baby. I think Jey is doing a phenomenal job. I think Jey deserves some type of award for what he's done for the last 3 years. Starting as one of the Usos, then becoming main event Jey, the right hand to the tribal chief. And now the story continues from the super kick heard around the world from Jimmy. And now Jey is out. He outed himself. And he is out of the bloodline, and the bloodline is no more. How did this become? Let's see. Backstage, Jey walked into the arena only to be stopped by Sami Zayn. And nobody said anything. They just looked at each other and kept it pushing. Sami Zayn walked off, and that is phenomenal storytelling. Nobody needed to say anything. Nobody needed to do anything. All they needed to do was stare at each other to know where they stood. Then the tribal chief comes out at the end of the show. Well, before that, he told the wise man, listen, go talk to Jey now. And then Solo is like taping up his thumb like, you want me to handle this, tribal chief? And he's like, nah. Tranquilo, relax. I got this. Paul Heyman continues to go out there, and then the main event was upon us. He comes out there, Jey comes out there, and Roman said, listen, I was only meant to get us to the promised land. You were meant to keep us there. The wise man said he would start grooming you, but nah, we've been grooming you for 3 years now. He said you were meant to lead, just not yet, he told him. He said the problem is your brother, Jey. Jimmy came out shortly after and said the problem is not your brother, it is your cousin. Jey interrupted. And he said, listen, you can't be a twin and a tribal chief at the same time. So you got to choose one. And he said, listen, the right hand, he did get the what treatment, but Roman is a pro now. He's used to working through that bullshit. And he was like, listen. And he ended up getting the crowd back. He said, listen, Brother Jey, the right hand, the main event Jey, who do you think put that, who do you think suggested that? The wise man. Because Jay said, if I'm in the bloodline, Paul is out of the bloodline. And he said, who do you think suggested that? Who do you think did that? The wise man did that. He's my wise man. He's not the bloodline wise man. He's not this person's wise man. He's not Jimmy's wise man. He's my wise man. And one day you'll have your own wise man. One day you're gonna lead. Just not yet, brother.
Nope.
Just not yet.
Nope.
And then we had Jimmy saying, listen, man, this is what he does, dog, manipulating you. And he said, listen, man, it took you guys 10 years to even get on WrestleMania. There was some burns here.
Nope.
There was some burns here.
Stupid.
He said it took you guys 10 years to even get on WrestleMania. But ever since you rocked with me, you've been on WrestleManias left and right. You main evented every one of them because of me. And then he went and he said, listen, you can't be a twin and a tribal chief at the same time. Pick one. And he says, listen, when everybody wanted to make you main event, Jay, when everybody wanted that, and the wise man suggested it, who do you think was against it? It wasn't me. It was your brother. And Jimmy was like, oh, shoot.
Stupid.
It was like,
it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
and Jay basically said,
How dare you?
you doubted me? He's like, it was always you, Mr. Prom King. And then it was you. He said, it was you, Mr. Prom King, Mr. What he said, something about sports, like Mr. All-American. And he said something like that, I forgot. And he was like, it was all about you, huh? He's like, I've been chasing your ass. He's like, I really thought I was chasing him, but in reality, I've been chasing you. So he's like, you know what? You out of the bloodline. And everybody was like, oh, man.
Stop the cap.
Everybody was so sad. But then he said, and I'm out too.
Bruh.
And he super kicks the holy hell out of Roman Reigns.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And we loved him for it. He super kicks the hell out of him. Solo starts coming. They get Solo the hell out of there. Paul Heyman says, listen, I'm gone.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Paul Heyman wanted no parts of that. And then Roman is in shock. His jaw hurts. And he's like, you don't leave me. You don't leave me. You don't leave the tribal chief. And Jimmy and Jay super kick the hell out of him one more time.
I said, give me a hell yeah. Bruh.
Super kicks heard around the world. Roman is out cold. We get the ones. And after that, the Usos stand tall and the bloodline is officially done. Finito. The bloodline is finito. I just want to say that they have built this story up from the time it was Jay trying to fight Roman to decide who the tribal chief is, all the way until now. And this story is not done. We still got more matches to go. We got tag team matches we could get out of this. We still got Solo that's got to get out. And then at the end of the day, we got to have Cody come back around and beat the tribal chief, which probably ain't going to happen until next WrestleMania, unfortunately, which is stupid. But they got a whole bunch more story to tell because they still got to get their brother out of there. Like he said, Jimmy said, and Cody said, the bloodline is going to leave you and you will be on the island of relevancy all by yourself.
Bruh.
And I love this. Jimmy and Jay stand tall. This story is phenomenal with Sami Zayn. I still think Sami could have won. They didn't pull the trigger. I think Cody should have won. at WrestleMania, but there's still a lot of story left to tell. And with that new belt, now Roman's carrying around 3 belts, and then he might be carrying around 4 belts, and then Roman might be carrying around 5 belts. That's 5 belts too many, goddammit. So we still need to see what's gonna happen with those belts, because he is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Somebody's gotta beat him. It's gotta be Cody. He's the only one really built up enough, but Cody gotta go through Brock to do it, which is stupid. That's not money. Stupid. I said stupid.
Stupid.
But it's not coming yet. So we still got time for that. But everybody's acting here. I mean, we don't talk about wrestlers and how good of actors they really are. But we should. We need to, because these guys all did phenomenal here. Especially Jey Uso, just, pacing back and forth, just, come on, Uso. So, I love this. This is amazing. The story continues. I can't wait to see where else they go with it. There's some things I would have changed myself, but hey, it is what it is. This is what we're doing. This is what they're doing. We got to roll with the punches. But this was the best thing on the show to me. A++++. Shout out to Jey Uso. Let's see what they do next week. Now that we got that out of the way, what else happened on this show? Let's talk about it. We had an undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship Gauntlet match. We had the Brawling Brutes, the OC, LWO, Hit Row, and Pretty Deadly. The Brawling Brutes eliminated the Street Profits and the OC and LWO and Hit Row, and then Pretty Deadly beat them, and then they had a nice back and forth. And then he had a nice back and forth with KO and Zayn as they came out and then cleared the ring. The heels got the hell out of there. But this was great. This was great. Unfortunately, not even unfortunately, I think I like Pretty Deadly. I think they have high hopes for Pretty Deadly. I think they're very sports entertainment, and I think they're good in the ring. Make no mistake. Those guys can wrestle. I think the act is very sports entertainment, and that's fine. I think they'll be just fine. So I know a lot of people, they hate new guys coming up and all that. Everybody just tranquilo. They'll be fine. Pretty Deadly is real good. I think they'll get over with the crowd. They'll be good bad guys. They're a little wacky, but it's fine. They'll be all right. And I do think they should lose. They should not beat Sami Zayn and KO. So that happened. Now, like I said, the heels escaped. They had a back and forth, and they said, how is it we just beat 5 of the teams out here, and our hair is drier than that mess of a man right there, talking about Sami Zayn. You keep telling me to calm down, so I'm trying to stay calm, but looking at them makes me want to run out there and punch them in their stupid faces, KO says, and they bailed out before the champs could beat them the hell up, as I just said. So looking forward to that match coming up soon. Zelina Vega beat Io Sky because Bayley can't get out of the way.
Get the fuck out of here!
She tried to cause a distraction, but she distracted the referee while Io was about to win, and because of that, Io was talking to her, and then she got rolled up and stacked and lost to Zelina Vega.
Stop it. Get some help.
So, like I said, there's going to be an official split between the damage control. I think they dropped the ball in damage control. I think they could have been way better than they were. They could have gotten way hotter than they were when they first came, especially coming off that momentum they had when they first came back. They were later on in the show, Bayley was out there and Io accepted a match with Shotzi on Bayley's behalf, and she says, I was just trying to help. So shout out to her for sticking up for herself. And Bayley was like, nope, you shouldn't have did that, but oh well, too bad. Grayson Waller effect featuring Charlotte Flair. Charlotte was out there. Grayson Waller, like I said in NXT, he's going to do real big on the main roster. He's like the Miz. Now, he's not the Miz, but he's like the Miz He's a younger version of The Miz, but he's really good in the ring. Now, The Miz has his character. His character is solidified, but I think Grayson Waller could use, especially with they're using him like The Miz, like he's a heel, he's talking junk, he's got his own talk show, but he's very athletic, he's very good in the ring, he's a snarky, smart aleck heel, he's a jerk like The Miz can be. And The Miz, I got a lot of respect for The Miz. A lot of people should put some respect on The Miz's name. But I think he can do what The Miz does, but he has another level of to his game. And I think if built up properly, he can be a beast. Now, Bianca Belair did end up coming out here. She said, I lost to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania and I didn't give her my rematch. So aren't I owed a rematch? Flair asked. And she said, listen, I didn't run away. I didn't run away and hide. I stayed. Belair said, knocking Charlotte Flair's recent vacay. Because after she lost, she kind of went away for a while. And she said, I am a champion with or without the title. Are you a champion with or without the title? She asked Bianca Belair. And she said, I'm the longest reigning women's championship of this generation. And I didn't need 14 times to do it either, Belair responded.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Woo, that was a good one. That's true. So these two are gonna have a kick-ass match, and then you add Asuka in the middle of that. You add Rhea Ripley maybe in the middle of that, because I don't know what's going on with the belts. They're changing belts. They're not having a Raw or SmackDown belt. It's just a belt. I don't know what the hell they're doing. We'll figure it all out. It'll all work itself out. But I know with all these ladies, we're going to get killer kick-ass matches. Hopefully we get a killer kick-ass story as well. AJ Styles and Michin versus Mia Yim Michin versus Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Kross and Scarlett got the win. Kross capitalized on the ringside distraction and flattened Styles for the win with a new slam. That is his finish. Cool. Santos Escobar and LA Knight. Yeah. They had themselves a match. It was solid, but it didn't have enough time. LA Knight got some cheap heat with the crowd and got the win as well. So we'll see what happens there. I like LA Knight. They need to start pushing that guy because he's great on the mic. He's good in the ring. I don't get it. He needs to be doing some damage. And literally, that was all she wrote for SmackDown. But the best thing about SmackDown, as it is on most weeks, is the end of the show. Mr. Roman Reigns' bloodline story. It has now taken a new plot twist, and it is fine by me. Main Event Jay is back, gone from the bloodline, and I can't wait to see what they do with this story. So, with that being said, I am out. I'm Ghost. Everybody, it's Sunday. This came out later on in the day, and that's fine. Enjoy your Sunday. I'm going to watch The Flash. Hopefully it's good. I'm going to eat some good food. And another thing I am is out of here. Peace. Enjoy. I'm out.